Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dani and today it's time for a book haul and an unboxing. So I just received HAUL Jr.'s February box today and it's a little bit up. We'll see how the items are inside, but they lost this package for a little bit and now it finally arrived. But if you've been following my channel, you know that I just posted an HAUL Jr. unboxing like 2 or 3 videos ago. So I didn't want to do just a single unboxing again. So I'm going to put this together with all my hauled books since the end of January and most of February. Well, all of February because today is the last day of February and I'm not planning on getting any new books until the end of the day. So the way that we're going to do this is that I'm going to go through a book, an item, a book, an item from the box, and we'll just do it like that until we run out of items in the box, and then I will just continue with the books that I hauled as a normal book haul. Like I mentioned before, I am a rep for HAUL, so if you are thinking about subscribing to either HAUL or HAUL Jr., it would mean the world to me if you use my code, which is in the description of this video. It is current15. You get 15% off any subscription that you choose, and I think that's all. So let's open the box. So I'm going to start with an item from the box and then we'll go to a book. So if you don't know, HAUL Jr. is a middle grade book box. So it comes with a middle grade book and a bunch of items curated for children, but they usually have, they're still good for adults. Usually most of them, but they are curated for children. So if you have a child in your life that likes to read, I would definitely recommend. I will stop waving this scissors around and I'm just gonna open the box. Do not wave scissors around, kids. Okay, the theme for February is Finders Keepers, and it's something about the sea. Oh, I remember, because I just opened the other box. That one was really late. It has a book that's themed about like a fantasy inspired by Caribbean folklore or something. Let's get the first item. It is a bottle of something. It's very well packed. Let's grab the scissors back. It is called Liquid Gold. It is bubbles. Okay, this is really cool. This is to do a bubble bath. I don't know what it's supposed to smell like. It doesn't say anything, but let's see. It's a very subtle smell, but it is good. It's a bit citric. I like it. It's definitely going to be used. And now let's go for a book. And the first book that I hauled, well, not the first book, but this one I already read, so that's why I'm starting with this one. It is Mickey 7 by Edward Ashton. This book is about a man who is called an expendable. So basically he lives in this spaceship and his job is to be killed, and then they clone his body so they can get another version of him. And now we're on the 7th version of Mickey. And I'm not going to say much more because I filmed a whole vlog just for this book because I am pretty sure you have never heard of it. So I filmed a vlog just about this book, so I'm not going to say much more here, but it was hauled in February, so it's the first book for the pile. Let's get another item from the box. There are a lot of papers here. There's a fabric thing, but there's something on top of it here. There we go. It is a hand warmer. It says, what makes living things go is inside them somehow. It is inspired by City of Ember, which I haven't read, but I always like having more hand warmers. The only one I have, actually, it came on HAUL a long time ago. Not HAUL Jr., just regular HAUL. And I've used it a lot, and these are really good because you just have to like snap this metal thing and then the whole thing gets warm and it's magical. So this is really cool, really useful as well. The next book in the list is That Silence by S.A. Barnes. This is a horror book that's set on a spaceship and it's like a haunted spaceship. This crew finds a signal that's coming from an abandoned ship and then they go explore, and it's creepy, it's haunted, it's spooky and all of that. I'm still in the middle of it, but it's going to be on my wrap-up for February as well. so keep an eye out for that. Let's get another item. Now we're going with the fabric one. Oh, it's a book sleeve. Yay. Oh my god. A lot of paper. This is so pretty. I don't know what is inspired by. I'll check the spoiler card later. But I love book sleeves and this is really pretty. I don't think this is childish at all. I really like the design. It's awesome. I'm loving the items so much this time. For January, I think they were all really good for children, but not really good for me necessarily. Most of them, except like two. I'm not gonna say which ones. You should watch that video if you're interested. But for this box, all of the items I'm so happy about, like, for myself. And next we're going to go to a book, and it's going to be two books because they go together. And they are books 3 and 4 and the Keeper of the Lost City series. I am loving the series so much. I read books 1 and 2 this year, I think, both. One in January, one in February. So I'm hoping to get to book 3 in March. And I'm loving the series so much. This is about Sophie. She is a normal girl and then she finds out she's an elf and she has all these magical powers and she goes to magical school and there she has friends and it's so awesome. I'm loving it. It's getting more political as well as we go. Like the second book that had some darker themes in it, and I'm just loving it. So we have books 3 and 4, which are called Everblaze and Never Seen. And they're also getting larger as we go, which is so exciting. Let's get another item. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, I was hoping this would just be a normal notebook because I really love the cover and the size of it and everything. It's really awesome, but it's not a normal notebook. It's, well, I'm still going to do some of these things. It's kind of an activities book. So it starts with a search and find thing. You have to find these items in the image. And then we have a word search. And then some questions that I'm not going to answer. Maybe I should just give this to a child that will enjoy the whole thing more than me. There's an indoor scavenger hunt. They have to find stuff in your house. Outdoor scavenger hunt. Oh my god, this is hard to say. A maze. There's a bunch of stuff here. It's really cool. And then there's just slimes on the end of it so you can write it down. I would love if this was just a normal notebook because I really love what it looks like. But as an activity book, it makes a lot of sense for children for sure. And I think it's really adorable. Those might be all the items. We'll see, there might be something small like a print or something like that still, but the next thing might be just a book. We'll see. The next book that I have to haul is actually the one that came in January for HAUL Jr. and it is the unforgettable Logan Foster by Sean Peters. This is a book that I hadn't heard about before seeing it in HAUL Jr. and I was really excited to learn more about this book because it sounds really cute. It's about this foster kid whose foster parents are superheroes. It sounds really cool and adorable and I'm really excited to read this. I really love middle grade and I think this is going to be really fun. If you've read this, let me know. Let's see if we have more items or if we have the book next. We do have an item. Okay, what is this? This is something that I don't know. Shiny like a treasure from a sunken pirate wreck. Place this Moana-inspired reusable rainbow catcher window cling on your favorite window that receives direct sunlight and watch your room light up with rainbows. This is awesome. I might test it a little bit to see if it doesn't stick to the window too much, but like just temporarily at least, I really want to put this on the window. This is really cool. The next book I hauled is All Our Hidden Gifts by Caroline O'Donoghue. This is a YA kind of thriller-ish book about witches. It might not be about witches actually, I might be mixing it up with something else, but it is about a girl who can read tarot cards and I think she kind of can read the future of her classmates. And then one girl disappears. It sounds really mysterious and creepy and interesting and I'm really excited to read this. I love this cover so much. And I haven't heard a lot of reviews about it, but I think it's something that's right up my alley and I'm going to love it a lot. Let's see if we have something left on HAUL Jr. or if we're getting the book now. Oh, there is something else. Okay. I have a lot of items in this one. I think it's a bookmark. Oh, it's a comb. That's unexpected. Well, it reminds me, yeah, gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I was gonna say it reminds me of The Little Mermaid, and it is inspired by The Little Mermaid, and it's a comb. Okay, it's useful. I'll use it. Definitely. It's cool. I think just the inspiration for this box with the comb is spot on, and I think this is awesome. So now I'm assuming that I got all the items of the box, otherwise there's too many items in this box. But the only one that I think it's not for me, is really for kids, is the notebook that has all the activities. But everything else is awesome just for anyone, not only for kids. So I'm really excited about all the items. And the next book that I'm hauling is Small Favors by Erin A. Craig. She is the author who wrote House of Salt and Sorrows that I read last year, the year before, I don't remember. But I really enjoyed it, not an all-time favorite or anything, but this one is about bees. It says here on the back, enter not the forest deep, beyond the bells the dark fiends keep. So there's a forest, there's creepy stuff, creepy creatures in this forest, and I think the main character here, or her family, are beekeepers. So I'm really excited about this. I love this cover, and this sounds like one of the most unique concepts that I've heard of. At least the beekeeping, of course, not the forest with spooky creatures, but beekeeping as a part of the plot. Now let's check the book for HAUL Jr. before we go into the rest. I only have 4 more books to haul. It is A Comb of Wishes. This is so cool. Let me take the plastic off because it's very shiny. I think the cover is just shiny on its own. But there's a creature, like a dark mermaid on the back here. Can you see it? It looks really interesting. I think I've heard about this or seen it online somewhere, but I don't know what the story is about. But now it makes even more sense that we got a comb. Let me find out. This sounds super creepy and I think I'm gonna love it. So this is about a girl who lives in the Caribbean in the beaches of Saint Rita, and her mom dies, so she's very alone and sad. And then one day she finds a comb on the beach, and she brings it home with her because it's just like calling to her, and it belongs to this mermaid called Ophelia, and the mermaid makes a bargain with the girl, the comb, in exchange for a wish, and it sounds really creepy. I hope it's like a creepier type of middle grade because I love this type of middle grade, but it might just be a cute heartwarming thing, which is also fine, but I'm really curious about this book now. And as always with HAUL Jr., we get the signed book plate, the trading card that's coming in all of the boxes this year, and a letter from the author. And I think that's it for the HAUL box. The only thing left is the March book, the March spoiler thing, which says that the March book the theme is going to be real friends, and it says here on the back that we'll find together in next month's semi-sci-fi middle grade mystery. We'll find out what makes a real friend. There's action, suspense, and really, really good buddies. So I think there's going to be a robot that the main character is friends with. Okay, let's go through the other books for this book haul. The next one is The Ivory Key by Ashaya Rahman. This came in HAUL, the regular one, not junior, in January. And this is a fantasy, a YA fantasy about 4 siblings who are getting together to figure out how to fix magic in this world because magic is dying. And one of the siblings is supposed to be queen, but she can't be really queen if magic dies because no one is going to respect her. So they get together to fix this. So they have to find the ivory key for that. Next, I have an arc that was sent to me by Simon & Schuster. Thank you so much for sending this. And the next one, it is Girl on Ice by Erica Ferencik. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name. But this, I requested this because it is by the same author of A River at Night, or The River at Night. And I'm going to read that book this year as well, so I'm really excited to read the next book that she wrote. And it says here that it is a new thriller set in an unforgiving landscape of the Arctic Circle. as a brilliant linguist struggling to understand the apparent suicide of her twin brother, ventures hundreds of miles north to try to communicate with a young girl who has thawed from the ice alive. This sounds so cool. Next one is The Children on the Hill by Jennifer McMahon, and this is a Frankenstein-inspired book. I don't know much about the plot of this one. It is, if you've watched my March m&ms TBR, which I just filmed before this one and already uploaded, so it's already up. You saw that this is on my March TBR, so I'm going to learn more about this book this month when I read it, but all I know is that it's a genre-defying novel inspired by Frankenstein that brilliantly explores the eerie mysteries of childhood and the evils perpetrated by the monsters among us. And the last book, which is also on my March TBR, is The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the second book in the Inheritance Games trilogy. I read the first one in February and I really loved it so much. It is about this girl who inherits this mansion and this whole fortune of an old man that she had never met before. So she has to live in this big mansion with the family of this guy who died, and the family didn't receive like almost anything of the whole money. She got like most of the money, so it's a very uncomfortable situation. But he had four really cute grandson, so there's all this dynamic here. This is just a really fun, entertaining mystery thriller book that I really enjoyed, so I'm really excited to continue with the series. And that's it for this book haul and February OWLCRATE Jr. unboxing. Don't forget to use my code if you want to subscribe to OWLCRATE or OWLCRATE Jr. And let me know if you've read any of the books that I hauled and what you thought about them and which ones you're most excited for me to read. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye!